After getting off the plane, David arrived at his destination, and it really looked exactly like the place from his hallucinations. There was only a small American-style house nearby. He knocked on the door, but no one responded. Driven by a familiar instinct, David sneaked inside without anyone noticing. He looked around with his eyes and discovered a photo that left him shocked. It was a picture of him with a mother and daughter. As he continued looking through the other photos, it became clear that this body had once belonged to a soldier. He was not only married, but also had a lovely daughter. Clearly, his concerns were not unfounded. He had confirmed that this body was not a clone, and the recurring hallucinations were naturally the real experiences of the previous owner of this body. At that moment, a woman holding a gun suddenly appeared behind him. But when David turned around, she immediately became so emotional that she sat down and covered her face. From their conversation, David learned that this woman's name was Laura. Her husband had already been reported dead on the front lines, but today he had appeared before her. It was then that David gave up on his fantasies and confirmed his earlier guess about the photo. While they were still talking, a group of people suddenly broke in. They were armed, moved swiftly, clearly trained professionals. Still stunned, Laura was instantly knocked unconscious. When a familiar good friend entered the room, David finally realized it was Martin who had been monitoring him. After his friend explained the situation, David gradually understood how this had happened. It turned out that the original owner of this body had sold it to Martin in order to treat his daughter's illness. Then Martin sold it to David. His friend tried to console him, saying that he could understand his feelings. It was like thinking you bought a new car, but after using it, you realized it was a used car. In reality, there had never been any genetic clones. All the bodies bought by clients were not clones, Martin lied. Simply to ease their psychological pressure, David remained calm after hearing this. He knew the explanation was reasonable, but no one wanted to become a guinea pig in an experiment. At this stage, to prevent the technology from leaking, his friend would definitely kill Laura to silence her, and David would also be under indefinite surveillance. Thinking about this, the only real way to gain freedom was to find a way to escape from here.